Hey there, Transformers fans. This is Transy7272 coming at you with another Transformers review. This time we're going to be looking at Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Smokescreen. I was on the fence about this figure from the first day I saw it. I thought it looked rather cheap, chintzy, not very appealing. But I am so glad that I watched the review by FX Franz, also known as Chefatron, because he changed my mind because he did such a good job on his review. It's actually a really, really cool transformation, a very cool looking car, and it comes with really cool accessories. So thanks a lot there, Franz, for that. That's the reviews are very helpful. Okay, so before we get to it, here is the tech specs here, and shows some stuff about him. And here is his little card that kind of talks about him a little bit, which is kind of cool. And also with this particular line of figures, they have a little storybook that they put with the instructions called Tales of the Beast Hunters. This is chapter 10. And I normally dislike the instructions, but having this little bit is helpful and worth holding on to. There's a little story here. And they seem to continue from figure to figure to figure. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, so let's take a look at this guy. Alright, well, he has this really cool, like, rubbery web electro shooter thing. And it does work fairly well. And if you want to, this missile comes out of there. And you can put it in here and it will shoot much faster without that on it. But for the review, we'll leave it in there. And here is the weapon. And it attaches to the top of the hood and pulls out. This one, oh yes, this one has a few ports. We got one here. We got one on this side. So the weapon will attach in either spot. And you know, you can attach other weapons to these, as I've said before in different reviews. Okay, so we'll put that aside for right now. And let's take a look at this part. This little bit here is actually a rubber material. And basically it just pulls right off. And I kind of like it just like this. I think it looks really good just like this. Basically, I'm not sure what kind of car this is. It's some kind of racing car. Little bit like the concept Corvette in the movie Dark of the Moon, Revenge of the Fallen. Yet still holds to that futuristic look. I especially like the purple, bluish purple windows in the front dash here. Normally that would be found on a Decepticon, so it's kind of cool that it's on an Autobot. And I like how they actually used molded plastic, see-through plastic for the lights instead of some, you know, paint job or whatever. And it says the number 38 on it. Nice car mode, not too much kibble either. Normally these things that got kibble like crazy, it pretty much hides, except you can see the top of the head here, but for the most part it hides pretty well. Now this Transformer is very hard to transform, especially for the younger crowd. So if you're buying this toy for your son or daughter, mom and dad want to be there because parts fall off, parts are fragile, and this is more, I would say, for the adult collector. If you have a child that likes this character, I would get him the Legends class one because it's just easier. But anyway, you start the transformation here on the front part of the car. Basically what you want to do is tug on this piece here. It kind of opens up the hood like so. And then you want to come over here and separate this piece like that. And then you're going to pull this piece out by turning the wheel just ever so slightly, like that. Then you want to tip it upside down, and you want to take your two fingers and pull this piece apart by twisting this out like this, and by twisting this out like this. Next thing you want to do is the doors. And the doors detach by doing a little twist, just a slight twist. You'll hear a click, and you will take your fingernail or fingers and separate each piece. And you're going to fold it kind of out like this, so it's kind of like out laying like this. Same thing on this side, kind of pull, turn, and fold. Now the arms become detached in certain spots here if you don't do it right, and it can be a little frustrating for the younger crowd. And you want to take this, separate the legs like so, and then this whole piece right here folds up. But before we want to do that, halfway there you want to kind of take the window shield, push it to the side, push it to the side. Then you want to take the head, which is right here, and push the head out like so. Okay. Now, next thing you want to do is turn the whole car like that. And you want to snap this piece in. That's going to form the chest plate, like so. Next thing we want to do is we want to work on adjusting the arms. Basically what you do, move this to the side, move this up, and there's your arm and fist. And if you want to, this whole piece swivels to the side like so and tucks under like so. And the same thing on here. I like to tuck this underneath here. It doesn't tell you to do that in the directions. Okay, next thing we're going to work on now is the feet. Basically, the feet separate like so, separate like so here. And they do stick sometimes. This comes this way and attaches. This part comes this way. And attaches like so. And that part goes like that. And there we have Smokescreen in his robot mode. Just like that. Now, if you want to, this piece here can attach to the front or the back of this thing and kind of, I don't know, kind of makes like a thing over his head. I don't like to use it, but snap the wheels in like so. And then this part here, you see the little notch right there, that attaches to this piece here. Like so. And then this piece attaches to the other side of the car, like so. Like this. It's really just a aesthetic preference of how you want to do it. It looks something like this. I'm not too fond of that particular look, but that's the way he comes packaged. And the weapons, or weapon I should say, can attach in either hand. Sorry about the lighting. We seem to experience some technical difficulties, and seeing as that I don't have the most professional setup, just bear with me here. Like so. The articulation on this guy is really fantastic. Just tons of ball joints, and like the head here, head is on a ball joint, rotates 360. It goes up and down as well. The arms have a ball joint swivel, a swivel ball joint. They have, I mean, he's got, oh, sorry about that. The missile launcher shoots back and forth in the elbows. And they're ratchet elbows too. The wrists here, I don't think the wrists don't rotate. He has side to side, swivel articulation due to transformation. He has knee articulation and some foot articulation as well. Anyway, that's pretty much it. It's a Smokescreen. I highly recommend them. However, like I said, if you have a child, I would worry about doing the Legions class one for the kid. This is Trans Z 7272 signing off.